Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well and are doing okay. Today is definitely a curious one, or an interesting one. We visit the final resting place of Mr. Freddie Mills, a gentleman who was a world champion boxer from the 40s and 50s. Someone who definitely made the most of the celebrity opportunities that came to him through his boxing world. And also he was a family man as well, which is also always good and pretty cool. But there is certainly a bit of mystery around what happened and the reasons why and the official verdict. So we do look at all of that today. We, along with his final resting place, we also visit the former location of where his nightclub used to be, as well as the access road which was behind the club, and that's where he was found when he passed away. And we also look at his family home, which is where he lived with his wife, 2 kids and stepson, and he lived there for quite a while actually, I think from the mid-40s up to when he passed away. So we are going to get a little bit more info on Mr. Freddie Mills. Frederick Percival Mills was born on the 26th of June 1919 in Bournemouth. He was the youngest of 4 kids, and as a child he showed prospect in several sports. It was actually his older brother that influenced him down the boxing route. His brother was a keen boxer and would get Freddie to spar and train with him. When Freddie left school, he went to work as a gardener and as a milkman's assistant, but his boxing skills shone through and he turned pro. He spent several years building his boxing profile. He travelled up and down the country as part of like fair and exhibition attractions where he boxed. It wasn't actually until 1940 that he got his boxing big break, by which time he'd been drafted into the army because of the Second World War. And it was during a break in national service that he fought and beat Jack McAvoy, winning the British middleweight title. And from there his boxing trajectory just sort of kept going up. He even moved up to heavyweight and he fought Jack London, and he also fought and beat heavyweight Len Harvey at Tottenham Hotspur's old White Hart Lake Stadium in front of 30,000 people. The highlight of his boxing career came in 1948 when he fought and beat Gus Lesnovich to win the heavyweight title, and he held that belt for 2 years, which he lost in February 1950 when he fought Joey Maxim. Freddie soon retired after that, but during his boxing years he actually started an affair with Christine McDonegal, who was the wife of a fellow boxer. The two eventually married and had 2 daughters, and Freddie also became the stepfather to her son, and the family settled in the Denmark Hill area. So like once Freddie retired, like many other boxers and celebrities, he dabbled in many other ventures. He actually got himself a promoter's license and he staged several huge fights. And he was quite a popular personality in the UK. He appeared on like TV shows, radio shows, as well as having several small roles in films. He also used some of his earnings from boxing to invest in property. He ran and operated a Chinese restaurant in central London, and when that started to slow, he actually turned it into a nightclub, which turned into a bit of a celebrity hotspot in its time. By the mid-60s, Freddie's financial situation had changed. The businesses had slowed down, and his TV and radio work had also slowed, and he found himself in a bit of financial trouble. He tried to sell the club to raise some cash but had no luck, and on July the 24th 1965 he was at his club and he turned around to staff and said that he was going to go and take a nap in his car, which was parked in like an access road behind the club. Apparently this was quite normal, no one thought anything of it. A few hours later his body was found in his car with a gunshot wound to his head. He also had a .22 caliber rifle which was found in the vehicle, and apparently he had borrowed this off of a friend several weeks before. So Freddie Mills was laid to rest just up here on the left. (1919–1965) in loving memory of Freddie, a husband and father who was loved and adored. Just at the top, we can see it, light heavyweight champion of the world. And of course, just here we've got a boxing glove just in front of the headstone. Giving him perpetuation of his memory by friends and admirers. Said to be one of the greatest champions of all time. And he is actually buried just across from George Cornell, who is buried just over there, who we did a video on a little while ago. So we are on Denmark Hill, and coming up on the right is the house that Freddie Mills lived in with his wife. And this is the home he moved into in 1948 after getting married, and it's the home that he lived in up to the time when he passed away. So that is the home of Freddie Mills. So this is Freddie Mills's family home. So he would have gone in and out of here with his family. So the official verdict was suicide, and that was what people said, or the police or the authorities said at the time. But as always online, there is a lot of different stories, theories and opinions, and there's even, I think, books have been written by other sort of gangsters and acquaintances potentially that knew Freddie, saying other things. There is absolutely loads and loads of different stories online, and some of them are complete opposites. Some say that he was close friends with the Krays, others say the Krays had something to do with it. There's stories on there about Chinese gangsters wanting to take over the club, and that had something to do with his death. There's also info online about Freddie being involved with like murders, several murders that went on at the time. It's really difficult, I suppose, because like anything, everyone's got an opinion, and really, I suppose we will never know. And we also have to remember that the people that we visit and talk about have got families, kids, grandkids, or immediate family that read and hear the stories that we say. But I suppose it's the power of the internet, isn't it? It's one of those things. But it does make you wonder. It definitely does make you wonder. If you have any other info, guys, on Freddie Mills, if you've read books, spoken to people, or know people that knew people in his world, please let me know in the comments below. I would be really interested and curious to see or read your comments on any other information you have. I do hope you enjoyed the video, guys, as always, and I keep saying it, please like and subscribe. Subscribing is free. All you need is an email to register. You click the subscribe button and that's it. It doesn't cost you absolutely a thing, and it does allow the channel to grow and the videos to keep coming. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys, and we will see you on the next one. See you soon.